What's up, guys? This is Ryan from Bible Dingers, and I am here to bring you the 11 millionth installment of this Prolegomena series. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about anthropology.
Prolegomena, it's a word you probably never heard until just now.
Alright, so anthropology is the study of man and woman. This is also a secular study, anthropology, but I am going to be defining terms for you within the Christian study of anthropology. So, anthropology, the study of man. Asceticism is sort of a way of life that renounces the comforts of the material world. This is something like monks and nuns do, and even I think Buddhist monks do the same thing. There's a lot of other religions that will take on this worldview. There's people within Christianity will take on this worldview, but that's asceticism. Materialism, when you think about it, you might be thinking about how people are sort of obsessed with name brands and looking the part, getting the new car, getting the nice house. But in the discipline of anthropology and theology, it's basically the view that only the material world exists, that there's no spiritual world that exists. Next is Christian ethics, and this is actually a study. This isn't just an idea or something that you should be implementing in your life. And Christian ethics is the study which addresses how God requires us to act or what attitudes we are to have. Image of God is basically that the nature of man is like God and represents God. Another term you might have heard if you listen to Michael W. Smith, I think, is Imago Dei. I think he has a song called Imago Dei, I don't know. Basically, Imago Dei is a Latin phrase which means image of God. So now you know what image of God means. So therefore, you know what Imago Dei means. Next term is likeness. So likeness is basically something that is similar, but it's not identical. It basically represents something else. So it's sort of going back to the image of God thing. We are made in the likeness of God, you could say. It's not identical, but we represent God in our image. Next is the inner sense of God. We hear a little bit about how humans have this in the book of Romans, and this is sort of the instinctive awareness that's in every person that God exists. That's the inner sense of God. And the last group of terms I'm going to give you all apply to the soul of man. But basically, I guess you should probably know what the soul is and what it's defined as. And this is the immaterial part of man. It's sometimes interchangeable with spirit. So there's three major views of the soul, or sort of not necessarily of the soul, but man's makeup or woman's makeup, and not women's makeup like Revlon or whatever. I'm talking about what makes up a man, what makes up a woman. The first one is monism, and that's basically that man is only one part, and that is our body, our physical body. That's monism. Second view is dichotomy. That means that man is made up of two parts, and that is man's body and their soul/spirit. So dichotomy basically says that the soul and the spirit of man is the same thing. Third view is trichotomy. This basically means that man and woman is physical body, number one, soul, number two, and spirit, number three. There's three parts. The last word I'm going to give you, and this is a bonus word that you may or may never hear in your entire existence, and this is Transducianism. Basically, Transducianism is the belief that a baby's soul is inherited from their mother and father at the time of conception. So next time somebody asks you about your beliefs on abortion or anything like that, you say, well, I am actually a transducianist.